Hello, very good evening to all of you. Today we are going to discuss line graph. Not one line graph, two line graphs. This is a multiple chart. So we do have two charts. The first chart shows the changes in ownership of electrical appliances. And the second one shows the amount of time spent doing housework in households in one country. And the duration is between 1920 and 2019. So we have, let us have a close look into the picture. Yes, when we go with the picture, we can see that there are three gadgets which are used. One is washing machine, second one is refrigerator, and third one is vacuum cleaner. And you can see washing machine was the most popular one in 1920 among the people in the country, that around 40% of the people used it. When around 40% of the people used it, so 2 by 5 of the population used it. Only 30% could use a refrigerator, and we have a very negligible proportion using vacuum cleaner in the same year. From that point of time, you can see that there is an increase in the number of users, rate of users. It was increasing in all the three cases. It was increasing. You can see an increasing trend in the percentage of people who were using washing machine, refrigerator, and vacuum cleaner. But you can see by 1960, the rate of those who use refrigerator hit 100. That's all the people, all the households in the country had a refrigerator by 1960. And by around 20, it's not 1960, it's 1980. And by around 2000, you can see, you can see, what is that? It's a yes, it's not a refrigerator. Yes, it is a vacuum cleaner. By around 2000, you can see 100% of the people use the vacuum cleaner. But you can see not even 70% of the people had not used, not even 100% of the people used washing machine in 2019. That this was the most popular gadget in 1920. By around 100 years, over a century, it still had not hit 100% target. So this is what's something which is interesting. We have around more than 30% who had no access to washing machine by 2019. This is what we can see. And when you see the number of hours of housework per week, you can see from around 50 hours per week, the duration declined to 10 hours a week over a century. So the 100-year period declined or decreased the work duration of a person, of a household, by around 40 hours. Now, 40 hours he or she saved with the help of the popularity of these, when the electrical appliances become more and more popular, the work duration of the people or the households decline, and this decline was by about 40% each. Now, around 40 hours we saved because of the increasing use of these types of machines, these machines. That's what we can see here in this particular chart. So let us go and see what's there. The way which people of a country use the three household electrical appliances and how it had impact how it had its impact in the time they spent doing household work per week between 1920 and 2019 are portrayed in the given line graph. So this is what we can see here. Now, the way in which people of a country used the three household electrical appliances. It is washing machine, refrigerator, and vacuum cleaner, how they used it between 1920 and 2019. And how it had impacted. So the impact of this usage is shown in the second chart. That is the reduction in the time they spend by doing household activities. Overall, it's clear that the popularity of these appliances and the duration of time a household spent a week at housework were inversely proportional during the given time period. You know that one, you can see that this was increasing and you can see this is declining. So it's inversely proportional. This is what you can say. Over the time period, you can see the popularity of the households went up and the duration of time a household spent at doing household work declined. And this is what you can see there. If you go closer, you can see as per the first chart in 1920, washing machine was the most popular gadget among the households. You can see that it was. When around 40% of the country's population tried it, yes, you can say when around about around 2/5, when around 2/5 of the country's population tried it, the rate of those who use refrigerator was 10% less. 10 less, I can say. Rate is there. So as the subject is rate, I can say it was 10 less. Only a negligible proportion used a vacuum cleaner in the given year. So I can say since then, there was a hike in the use of all three gadgets. By 1960, it's not 1960, it's 1980. By 1980, 100% of the country's population had a refrigerator. Country's households, you can say. Whereas it took another 20 years for vacuum cleaner to reach this target. So 20 years means by 2000. However, the rate of those who used a washing machine had not crossed 65 even by 2019. So by 2019, not even 65%. It had not crossed even 65%. Still, there were around more than 30% who had no washing machine by 2019. And this is what we can see in the first particular paragraph. Now, turning to the duration of housework by an average household per week, a sharp decline can be seen between the years. You can see a sharp decline. The second graph, you can see the graph is going down, a sharp decline you can see, and that's what we can see there. From about 50 hours a week, this declined by 1/5 in 2019. So from 50 hours, this declined by 1/5. Okay, so that's it. That's what we have seen here. We have combined both the charts here, the chart 1 That's the households with electrical appliances, how the usage was changing between 1920 and 2019. The second, how it reduced the time the household spend by doing the household work. So you can see that was inversely proportional. And vacuum cleaner, which was the least used gadget in 1920, was the most used gadget by 1980. And by 2000, you can see refrigerator also had touched 100% of the houses. And washing machine still could not be the most popular household, or it could not reach the target 100% even by 2019. And you can see from the second chart that the hours declined by 40 hours between the during this 100 years time period. So that's the summary of this particular task. I hope you must have understood it. Thank you. Have a nice day.